Hello everybody. Wewe nimeongea na hii confidence yote na hii inaitwaje shamra kwa sababu we are in February but also hatujaonana hii mwaka in 2026.
Si hii mwaka, huu
mwaka. We are not joined by the Swahili teacher. Apart from him being a pastor, he is also on the side anakuanga Swahili pastor. So ukiona ananyamazisha ako like ndugu yangu tafadhali ningependa nirekebishe kitu hapo nisema kwamba huu mwaka. Kwa hivyo hatujaonana huu mwaka. Ningependa kusema happy
New Year.
Nuria.
Happy Nuria.
Oh my God, I knew you guys would go there. Yeah. Anyway, karibuni sana to House of Shachah, where we talk matters worship. Yes. Niaje wase?
Tuko fiti?
Happy
New Year. Good to see you akili. Napenda hiyo half coat yako.
Our learned friends.
Don't cover your blessings.
Our learned friends.
Kumbe nilikuwa na on the spot.
Yaani akili lazima. Mimi nilikuwa nangoja umalize tu introduction.
Ndio. Na ameadjust.
Hapana, nilikuwa poa. Unajua sometimes unahitaji
sisi tuko casual hapo pamoja na Daisy.
It's okay. It's fine. New year, new you.
Introduced bwana. Daisy, please.
Yes.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Daisy Love.
Come on.
And we are in the month of what?
We are approaching that month.
We are there.
We are there.
Yes.
Why you will use my name in vain, but it's okay.
Oh my God. Maringo. Daisy Love is part of the House of Shachah team. Karibu sana. Najua you guys know her because the previous episodes that they've done together with Alice and Kabale.
Yes.
And also she's a good engineer. She's a very good sound engineer. FYI, by the way. Yeah. Very professional sound engineer. Very good songwriter, instrumentalist, and vocalist. And worship raider.
Come on.
Yeah.
Unajua hata hapo kwa engineer alikuwa amekaa kwa kiti anasema, "Hey you guys, can you hear me very well? I feel like I can
just adjust me.
Yeah, just make sure.
I don't want to shout.
Make sure that my levels are good."
Chocha guys.
Anyway, karibuni sana.
Asante. Miss introduce.
Wewe.
No, ni Pastor Bin Moi.
Bin ni bibi. Sawa?
Bin.
Si wala Bin wala.
Wow.
Bin. BIN.
Hello. My name is Patrick Moi. I am born again.
Come on.
I am excited. Yeah. Happy New Year. This month we're talking about relationships. Wacha ni bring meeting to order. We're talking about relationships. Over to you.
Jamani.
Chairman.
Anyway, just as our pastor has said, we are talking about relationships because we're in the month of love. Najua kuna kwanga na mtu akishasema month of love ushafikiria
romantic.
Yes, but there's a lot when it comes to friendships apart from just the romantic relationships that we are aware of, or rather we know. Today we want to talk about intentional relationships, intentional friendships actually, for a worshiper. Sawa? So guys,
need a friend.
Is there a place for intentional friendships for a worshiper? Love. Tuanze na wewe kwa sababu unajua sasa tuko kwa month yako inabidi
give us the foundation.
You must. So we can't exist on our own even as worshippers. We all need somebody to be there and also be there for them, because you won't feel also fulfilled if somebody's always there for you and then you don't know how to also express that the other. Yes. So there's a place for friendships, especially intentional friendships. By intentional, we mean it is two-way. Yes. Not that you are there just for a certain thing or you have somebody there for a certain thing. Yes, uskwe kupe or leech for the people.
Yeah, for the people who are who
group
live,
of schools
like,
and
don't use people.
Don't use people.
Relate with them.
Relate with them.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Yes.
Hapo kuna swali nitakuuliza lakini
right.
For now twende kwa
there's a place for intentional relationships in the life of a worshiper because You really need to be grounded as a worshiper. I think I think tulikuwa tunaongea leo asubuhi na wewe tukisema it can get very busy sometimes in a worshipper's life.
That's true.
And a musician really, a ministry musician. So you need community. You need community that is solid. That's why intentional relationships are very important. Community that is solid, that you fall back, and also people who fall back on you, like Daisy said. So you really need people who keep you sober, people who speak life and put life, and people who you can also speak life into. People you really walk, as in, it's so sweet to actually have such really grounded, deep, genuine relationships that you can do life with.
So my question is, how Daisy had put it, usikue ule mse mwenye ni wewe tu ndio guys are being there for you, but you are not there for others. Do we have moments where you feel, or rather, kunaweza kuwa na such an existence of friendships?
Yes.
And is it healthy? Ama ni ile ya mimi nikikuwa hapo for you na wewe ukose tu kuwa there for me, mimi na wewe on to the next one.
You're ni red flag.
Is that how it should be?
Now, your expectation.
Yes.
I think I should say it like two ways. So let me speak from that. Let me start with the expectation part. When you're being a friend to somebody, hufai kukuwa na expectation. Yes, of course, there's the moral thing. Like, of course, if I do something, of course, you should try at least. Kama ni effort kidogo. Yes, but that expectation, I think, tunafaa kuishukisha kidogo, because people are in different places, spaces, and seasons. And also friends, again, are also for different seasons. So for me, personally, I would think that expectation, napunguza kidogo. Si ati imeisha, napunguza kidogo. But equally, on the other hand, I shouldn't be the person who has friends, or rather, who depends on friends for a certain thing, and like I'm just there so that they can give me that certain thing. For example, if it's watu wa kuni psych up, I just want them for that. And them, if they go through a hard moment, or even if they're going through a joyful moment, I can't be there for them to say, hey, good for you, like go you. Now that would be very shady of me. Yes.
Nakuwa real. Yes, Patu.
These are vitu happen. And I think it's because life is in seasons. So unapata mimi na wewe ama hivi tu vile tuko, we used to be very tight. You get. But mimi, I got busy. And the reason why I have quotes is because there's times when there's genuine busyness. Genuine. Yani unajua tu msee anajua architecture. Ama ameingia med school, please, relationship ita change. Lazima to work around dynamics mpya sasa za hii season. Or something like that. But now I'm talking about where I even get so comfortable. I'm not even going out of the way. What we're talking about today is being intentional. So all I can say is that a worshiper really needs to be intentional in showing up in very important relationships in their life. Or actually, imagine you can lose very good friendships.
Because of
distance, because lack of communication loosens the glue. Pole tu. No, there is no harm, there is no hurt, there is no wound. It's just time away. Time detaching, and and lack of communication. So I think the call, and I'm not summarizing today's episode, but I think one thing that is going to be very clear today is that we really need to be intentional as worshippers. I think that's what I'm hearing, even from the title of this podcast. We really need to be intentional in how we show up in the most important relationships. Otherwise tutakuwa hivyo vile Daisy anasema, whereby these people are there for you, wana check up, uko aje nini, najua uko busy but are you okay? And you never show up for them.
Hata akasalama like it's been long.
Yeah, you don't, as in go out of your, I know you can get busy and stuff, but get out of your way and fuel and build up and just invest in these relationships that are very important to you. You know, there's one deception about deep relationships. This is the deception. They're always going to be there.
Because tumesha build
we've got 15 years with Kevo. As in we've got 15 years with Kevo. This guy is my guy.
That's the expectation.
There's nowhere.
And I'm thinking he'll never cease to be my guy. He will cease.
Yes.
He will cease and he will get other people who are tighter. He's going to start doing life with them. You're going to dwindle in importance. And you'll have to start afresh from another relationship or try and force yourself back. Into his life where you're totally new and you don't even know what's happening.
So now you're interested.
Oh, you got married.
Wow.
You know what I'm loving about both your statements is I asked this so that someone might be watching and say, by the way, so and so manze mimi nilikuwa nimejituma kwake bana, lakini yeye reciprocate, and sometimes someone can say, okay, cut them off. But what you're saying is wewe personally, how are you doing it? Whether you're cutting off or not, have you been intentional? Will you still be intentional, even with the people that you remain with? So that you're not throwing the burden to someone else to be intentional for you, but where we answer, you get. And then now it becomes something that
the
is
focus
effective.
Is you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So your intentionality has to make sense, first of all. Like Pato amesema, you could be busy. We all are, baby. Adulting, man. Hakuna mtu alitupatia manual hii kitu. Manze
tulikuwa tunaitamani.
Unasema ile siku nitapata freedom.
I want freedom.
Ile siku nitapata freedom wewe.
Can't wait to turn.
Mzazi ananiangalia toka like so you will get busy. You're granted. But then the place of intentionality is the same way you'd make time to sleep. You'd make time to eat. You'd make time to talk to your parents. The same way. Hey, kuna kinyozi. Manze, mbona check up?
No.
Ladies salon.
Exactly. The same way you take time.
Like that does not stop.
That.
It does not. You never say, I'm doing meds, and so I'm not going to make my hair for 6 months. No.
Now utenda ukae 3 hours ushuku nywele.
So in the same way, try and be intentional with someone else. Which now means, and it's inevitable, and I don't know if maybe I could be wrong. Hawezi sema you're intentional with 50 friends, 20 friends, 10 friends.
To be honest, even 5.
Yeah.
Could
you need effort?
Yeah, because there are people who would say, I have friends. Like me, wacha nijongele. Mimi, nakwanga, sometimes I can yap. Unajua, azimi mtu, ni kelele. Tunapiga story.
Kevin, we know that.
That is true. Kevin. Viewers, that is true.
Kevin, that's
guys, can you focus? We are
No, we are farming you.
Yeah, you are farming me.
We are showing up for you.
Anyway.
So you're not paranoid. That's what we are telling you. As in, you're right.
So it is easy for me to make friends with people sometimes. And then I would consider, nikienda hii place, niko na like 5 friends pale. Nikiangalia hii place, niko na wengine kama. And then when you accumulate them, unaona, niko na my friends, wewe. Like 30.
So sad.
Friends in high places.
And mistake that with the true intentional friendships.
Yeah.
Because again, like Daisy said, I might put expectations on these guys. Unajua, maybe kitu happen, niseme, niko na like wase 30 wenye neza call. Uanze kukall, buda.
Kidogo.
You 0 kwa 3.
I think it's very important for us in to know the circles. We have got the inner circle. And I think tunaongelelea pia kuhusu hiyo inner circle, you're showing up in that inner circle. Usijaribu, and then we've got other circles. Slowly by slowly. And things happen even for the inner circle. Like they can fade off, and then you get another inner circle, etc. But don't confuse. I think they say there's acquaintances, and then there are friends, and then now they're close friends.
So how do you tell the difference? Kwa mtu kaa mimi with my character.
No, si wewe peke yako, ni sanguine. Even me, I'm a sanguine. Even me, I'm a sanguine, and so I may have a lot of connections, of friendship with other people. But the people who really know me, who have done life with me properly, and it's very easy for someone to say, Kevo namjua. Lakini ukiulizwa details za Kevo, haumjui. Hata ujui jina yake ya pili. Ujui anaitwa Odeng.
Wow.
Anaitwa Odeng.
That's not even the name.
Okay. So FYI, wewe ambaye unajidanganya Kevin is the friend.
Anajaribu kusema tu in short.
Mimi ni inner circle wake na Kevo pia kwa inner circle yangu. Hivyo sijaribu kusema you are close na sijai kuona. Anyway, sorry, what was I saying? That the inner circle are people who have time. You know, in flying there is flight hours.
Come on. Now he's a pilot. Tuambie.
Can I go deeper?
Swahili pilot.
Just go higher.
Okay. So I'll go higher. So in flying there are flight hours. The more flight hours you have, the more qualified you are to do, greater things and deeper things and more responsibilities. It's the same thing with friendship. You must have flight hours. Like you've done life with this person. And not just flight hours that tumedu job na Kevo for ama na Daisy tunafanya kazi naye for 15 years. So we see each other 8 hours a day. No, that is not friendship. Friendship is intentionality. So that I know, and people know. I don't even think we need to overemphasize on that. We are saying you need to show up. Intentional relationships. As a worshiper, if you've been thinking that your gifting and the platform that you have is,
Come on.
But if you've been thinking that your gifting, the platforms that you have, the relationships around the church, like you and your pastor, pastor, apostle, ananipenda, sijui nini, bishop, ananipenda. Nyinyi si mabeshte na bishop na apostle. So you really need to also nyinyi ni mabeshte, sawa, pole kwa kuambia hivyo, but as in the whole point was, as in you're not as tight, so you need the tight connection. But that tight connection is your inner circle. So have friends who call you out, friends who check you out, friends who you call out, who you check out, friends who encourage you. You know, the Bible says in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3 that woe is it says 2 are better than 1. But woe, I pity the man who the day they fall, they don't have someone to hold them. It says that about 2 are better than 1 because they have much reward for their gain, and etc. So for their labor. So and it continues. I think I'm going to read it, but it says woe is the man who in the day of trouble falls and there's no one to hold them up. That's how people are committing suicide, and yet they're in church because you're broken. To be honest, you don't have anyone. You actually, and you've never thought about it. So when you hit rock bottom, you're like, I'm trying to call people. I don't have people. And even the ones you're calling, they don't even flinch to tell you, sorry, we can't come for you. So what to do? So don't have them vile tu Daisy amesema. Don't have them so that they're your backup plan. Have them so that you can do life together. It is so fun to do life with people together. In a deep way.
Daisy, kuna kitu nataka kusema? Because nimeona ni kama
I may feel.
No, I was just thinking of even celebrities, because the way they have, there are those celebrities who like they are known, like everyone loves them, nini, and then all of a sudden they've committed suicide because they feel like they're alone. They don't have anybody, and that anybody comes from that inner circle. which needs also, like plants, they need to be watered. As much as they're giving you their fruits and plant and everything, you also need to put effort in it.
Wow, manze. As we conclude, I've thought about when you said being there. Mimi acha nijiseme. And I think I've talked about this with my one of my brothers out there. Because of my nature, I will show up when things are good. Manzi, I show up yani ile fully. But when things are going bad, man, I struggle because I don't know what to tell you. Najua, a friend of mine has lost someone, and I'm just thinking, okay, what do I do? How do I show up here? I struggle so much. And of course, I don't want to take that risk of saying, because I'm struggling, Sasa, I'm not going to show up. What do I do?
I think your presence. Just being there, listening to them, even sitting in silence. Because I've been with people who've lost people. Just being there, sitting in silence, making sure at least for them that their life is functioning, like making sure they've eaten or getting them shopping, cooking them. I mean, at least you've done something. You've been there. Some can't sleep. They're just like in their they're lost in their own thoughts, and they just want to sit with them. Ukiona amelala, enda zako. At least confirm that
presence.
Yeah. So the presence, even in silence.
Actually, presence is very and presence is confused with speech in mourning. You don't have anything to tell someone who is grieving. No, okay, you may have, but I'm saying
you don't have
to, and you had better have a very good thing that you're about to tell them.
If you're opening your mouth,
like it has to have fine divine wisdom. Fine divine wisdom for you to open your mouth and really encourage these people. So it had better come from the Lord. I would say it's very important for you to show up in all seasons of these people's lives, Kevo, because especially in the sad seasons, that's when we remember. I let me be vulnerable, kidogo, but I remember I lost my dad. I lost my dad. And in that season, it was dark and stuff. There is one pastor, okay? He was my youth pastor. That guy, now he's a senior pastor. A fine man. That guy quietly came, attended Easy Mashakayas, and then and we were not super tight, and he came all the way to where we were burying my dad in the Rift Valley. The guy came. In fact, he came. So my close people came also. Hey, but I've never forgotten that. And he was just there. We became so tight. He even mentored me in my prima before I got before I wedded. So sorry, I've gotten out of track because that's not a close person. But now a close person coming and you never forget that also. You don't forget the presence of someone. He came, he was there. That is so loud. Do you know that is what gives you sobriety, by the way, when you're mourning? It reminds you of humanity, that I'm a human because this is my community, this is my tribe here. I am loved. It actually fights off quietly, but it is fighting off you are alone, you are hopeless. It fights off because the evidence is otherwise. I am not alone. I am not hopeless. I am not unloved. I am loved. I am not, so so presence sorry, I'm just cementing. And then the scripture I was talking about was Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and not chapter 3. Can I read it?
Yeah, please do.
It says this. Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9, it says, 2 are better than 1 because they have a good return for their labor. If one of them falls down, one can help the other. It says, but pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them. And if 2 lie down together, they will keep warm. So this is only relevant.
You want to pass by that one so fast?
To the need to married couples. Hello? In this month, hello? Next week? Sorry. Yeah, so, so basically it's saying you need companion.
Yeah.
And good companion, not just we're not talking about romantic.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Funny enough, you're not taught how to show up in romantic relationship, but you really need to be told to be intentional in these other relationships.
I think maybe it's because when you deal with romantic, okay, I know now the way the world has put things. Generally, when you're speaking about a romantic relationship, you're focused on one person, so it's easy to narrow down on it. But now when you're talking about relationships, friendships, we're like, okay, Daisy akona different character, Pato akona different character, Manze Kamau pale pia akona. How am I intertwining? You get? So I think that's.
Peace Pia has a different character.
You just wanted me to mention the people that they know.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm Kamau ni nani.
Na pia kuchokoza Peace.
Tafadhali rudi kwa sababu clearly, as you can see, there are people here who miss you.
Correct.
So tukimaliza, as we conclude, maybe uko na point ya mwisho ya kusema manze, what soundbite, something just for someone out there.
We're in February, so I don't know how you're doing in terms of your relationships and your inner circles. Build your inner circle, especially if you're a guy. Please get amazing men who you've been doing life with and fuel those relationships. Build on those relationships. If you're a lady, get people, amazing ladies, and you know them. They're there. They could be 2 or 3 or even 1. But build that relationship where you're always going to have a backbone of a solid community. It'll help your ministry. It'll help your life spiritually, emotionally, all around. But it'll really keep you grounded.
Okay. Asante sana. Daisy?
For me, I'd say, kama unajua umelegea, if you know that you have forgotten to check on some friends and you know they're really dear and personal to you, this is the signboards.
Come on.
Call that person. Say today, now. Thanks.
And there you have it. From the pilot, come teacher, come pastor, to the one that we are celebrating this month.
AKA Daisy.
AKA
so you can say this is the month of Daisy.
Yeah. Ni hayo kwa leo. Please ensure that you are intentional with your relationships. If it is someone that you need to reach out to them. Na pia, I know as Kenyans sometimes tunakuanga na ile uoga ya kuface issues head on. Unajua, aule jamaa tulikosana naye, siwezi bonga naye hata kidogo. Please have those hard conversations. It could actually build your relationship deeper. So see you next time.